till he's on the fence, talking circles and makes no sense. Afro commies out here on his grind, neighborhood scumbag, but he's one of a kind. So casual conversation takes the day. With Sunday Afro commie, we laugh and play. Ebony Moonbeam strikes a pose so mean. Cosplay queen, she's ruling the scene. Cellmate shrugs, he's got no side, just watching waves like a lazy tide. Afro commie seems a low-key wild, but he's got charm, it's his freestyle. Oh, casual conversation takes the day. With Cellmate Afro commie, we laugh and play. Ebony Moonbeam strikes a pose so mean. Cosplay queen, she's ruling the scene. Ebony Moonbeam with a wig so bright, wielding her magic, she's a star tonight. Cellmate just yawns, he's still unsure. Afro commie laughs, he's got that allure. Oh, casual conversation takes the day. With Cellmate Afro commie, we laugh and play. Ebony Moonbeam strikes a pose so mean. Cosplay queen, she's ruling the scene. Ebony Moonbeam with her wig so bright. Ebony Moonbeam with her wig so bright. Wielding her magic, she's a star tonight. Cellmate just yawns, he's still unsure. Afro commie laughs, he's got that allure. Oh, casual conversation takes the day. With Cellmate Afro commie, we laugh and play. Ebony Moonbeam strikes a pose so mean. Cause the queen, she's ruling the scene. Conversation takes the day. With Cellmate Afro commie, we laugh and play. Ebony Moonbeam strikes a pose so mean. Cause the queen, she's ruling the scene. Ebony Moonbeam with her wig so bright. Her wig so bright. Wielding her magic, she's a star tonight. Cellmate just yawns, he's still unsure. Afro commie laughs, he's got that allure. It's Cellmate till he's on the fence, talking circles and makes no sense. Afro commie's out here on his grind.
What's up, mouthfuls? It's your boy, Cellmate. And we got another episode of Casual Conversations where we talk about Elon folding. What else we talking about? We talking about a 52-day wedding marriage thing that's going on, BET Awards, and of course, the Diddy trial. And of course,
the Diddler on the Roof brother.
Of course, I do not have a beautiful lady beside me. She is getting better. Prayers up. We missed the
She says she's sick. She really just don't fuck with us no more, folks. It's okay. We've come to accept it.
But I am next to the legend himself, the one and only Afro Coming 765. How you doing there, Dart?
Amazing. You already know it is your love. Let's come back here to the folks today. It's a Dirtbag, same gimmick, different day, all gas, no breaks, cold heart, hot takes, and everything that comes with it. You know the spiel.
Shout out to the panda.
Shout out to the panda.
Shout out to the panda. By the way, how are we coming on this episode? Everybody want to know every episode how's Casual Conversations going. What's the next grind? We did had our 29,000 video. Will you get better? Will you get higher? What's the next goal? $1 million, of course.
I'm always getting higher, brother. Let me tell you.
$1 million. And we gotta get y'all hyped. So I call my boy Mike Bees.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna talk to you. Nigga, I'm gonna teach you why I'm sexing you the fuck up. Nigga, this ain't...
Alright.
The fuck is you? This consensual, nigga. I want the people to know that. Make sure you get a bigger shirt, cause I'm gonna be in that motherfucker.
I ain't wearing no shirt.
Cool, nigga. Better. Get to them nipples. You hear me?
Hey.
Yeah, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real sexual, nigga. It's gonna be real sensual, nigga. I'm gonna do it to you, nigga. I'm gonna real do it to you, nigga.
That's how we coming for
y'all niggas.
So we coming for y'all niggas. One-on-one, nigga. We're gonna do it to y'all. Y'all gonna wanna watch every episode as well as like and subscribe.
Yes, hit the notification bell.
All that. But you know, this is the most serious show we got. So we gotta ask serious questions and topics before we get into them. Afro coming. Will you fight a naked man?
I'll fight anybody.
Just butt naked.
Man, I don't give a damn. Well, I care if that nigga's naked. That means if fucking I kick him in his dick, it's gonna hurt real bad.
But if he was in baby oil, will you still fight him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking have to. Damn, it would be kind of hard. I'm not gonna wrestle him, so I don't give a fuck if he's covered in baby oil.
What if he go for the grab though?
Hell, I'm gonna hit him over the head with something. Fuck you mean? Or shoot him. I mean, come on now. He's Indiana. I don't fucking
He's not gonna.
fuck with nigga. I
He's
might not
not
even
gonna
fight an oiled up nigga. He might just get shot. I hope baby oil doesn't burn in bullet holes, brother.
So you're like, no, maybe I want too much. I'm not gonna fight him. This come by the
Well, I
way.
just think about it because I'm prone to picking niggas up and dropping them on their heads. It's the quickest way to end a fight is to slam somebody on their head. Yo, niggas don't usually get up once you drop them on their head, and if they do, they usually don't want to fight too much afterwards. But it'd be hard to do to a fucking oiled up naked Negro, so I might have to just say fuck it and pop him in the leg.
I was like, just a crackhead just get naked and start fighting you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be horrible. You know, a nigga lives in the hood, yo. I'm not trying to see no oiled up bass head trying to bother me.
The reason I thought about this was because what was his name? It was Ferg, and who else was it? Was it Rocky? When it was had that conversation about slipping in semen when they were trying to fight.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say fighting in the showers. Niggas slipping on semen and water. That's just
Why is semen in the shower, my brother? Why is semen in the?
because it was a jail. It was a jail shower. So I mean, of course, niggas is jerking at the shower of prison. I guess.
Bro,
I wouldn't know. I'm a good criminal. I don't go to jail.
Putting your just put your hand up and just start shaking off in the prison is crazy on the shower. Why is this coming up? By the way, because we are in week. I don't forget what week we are in of the Diddy trial.
I think week 5 or week 4 or week 5.
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of done toned down, and it's more about 50 Cent now. So I don't really care as much. But we have gotten AI African.
Yes.
Let's finish him properly this time.
You could not live with your own failure. And where did that bring you? Right back to Diddy and his money. I thought that by eliminating Tupac, people would respect Bad Boy. But you've shown me that's impossible. And as long as there are those that know about the freak-offs, then people won't want to party with me for their birthdays anymore. They will resist.
Yeah, well,
did I send you this?
Like
Did you see
baby
it on
oil puff.
I don't think I sent this, but I've watched this so many times now.
Wankster.
What you need to do is pay me back from my Porsche you set on fire.
I never even been in your house.
That Molotov cocktail came from a bottle
Well, no,
of
I'm about to
rock
put this
puff.
in the
Just
group
admit
chat.
it.
Hey, Sergeant Snitch, why don't you ask Cassie to buy you one? She got plenty of money now.
I earned that money, Puff, because you forced me to do all those things that I willingly participated in.
What in the world?
Besides,
What?
what did you expect? I married a personal trainer. I was broke.
She right. 50% of dudes coming out of prison think they personal trainers. It's a saturated field.
Prison's not so bad.
What the helly?
You ever bust a spread?
Only thing you like to spread is man chowder all over your chest.
Man, forget about all that. You broke into my house and opened all my Christmas presents up. You ruined the best part.
I would have finished you off, but you ended your own career when you became somebody's bride on the red carpet.
So Cassie caught the bouquet at your wedding or what?
Y'all just don't know fashion.
If you would have just let me watch you slam the ham, then all this could have been avoided, Playboy.
Bro, no.
I'm trying to see that Manaconda.
Dude, bro.
Oh, you not packing? What you got, that 38 snub nose?
I ain't gonna let you do him like you did Justin Bieber, Puff. It's over. You and it.
I had Joe BM popping mollies like Tic Tacs.
You ain't special, Puff. She was a doorknob. Everybody
Everybody got a front.
I got something for you now, Puff.
50, I don't know what happened. Didn't give me a pill and I woke up 5 years later.
Hey, you might want to go get tested.
That ending was crazy. Yeah.
Did I send this?
I don't know if you said
I
that.
think I did. That shit is funny. I know I sent it in the Just the Pain chat. I didn't think I'd send it in the casual conversations one. That shit is diabolical.
And we got another one sent by the one and only Hollywood sensation out there. The Freak Off Matters. Let's go. Shout out to AI.
It's a rare condition. This
this day and age to demand a freak off with so much rage. But stranger's addiction that
We
you
are
never
transforming
find.
content right now.
Some people
I know y'all hate this song.
that he's losing his mind.
Right? How are you doing?
Well, then
That's the
there
good
must be
thing. Things
some
get
magic juice inside the Punisher.
I love the car on fire, bro. It's
Cause all I
still
see
bad.
is a chocolate thing.
That's Jay-Z
They're
all police.
busting over everything.
The Justin Bieber thing is wild, by the way.
It's the
The Mask is the one that got me. I'm not
The
gonna
Punisher is diabolical.
lie. Executive producer Kanye West. That is,
That goes into the stuff, some of the stuff that happened in the Diddy trials today. They're saying with the girlfriend Jane that was with Diddy, they're saying Diddy was mad in court because Jane had been going to other niggas' freak offs. But the internet's narrowed it down to 2 niggas freak offs. So allegedly, this is all alleged. Allegedly, she either went to a Kanye freak off or it was a Rick Ross freak off. So allegedly, Kanye West and Rick Ross are throwing freak offs too now.
I can see Kanye and Rick.
I can see
I'm
Rick
not saying
Ross.
they didn't.
Yo,
Not saying
fat
they didn't.
niggas is always freaky as hell, yo.
Not saying they did it, but I can see it.
As a formerly extra fat nigga, I know.
Hey, bro, AI is getting scary, bro. Boy, I be saying, bro, I saw one that was, I thought somebody said something for real. They took a real interview and added a few words to it.
That's just getting dangerous, brother.
I think it was about Valkyrie, and I got scared. I'm like, y'all women need to figure out how to sue this shit. Because this shit, she was saying some wild shit. And it was from a literal podcast. And it just went like, oh, y'all might accidentally see my coochie. Don't look. And I'm like, what? Yeah, and it wasn't her no more. I could tell by yeah, but I'm like, oh shit.
You was watching for the coochie, you freaky ass nigga.
No, it's a link that was like the same as her podcast. Yeah, bro.
No, don't let you fronting for the audience. This nigga's on me low key freaky as hell, folks.
Bro, Twitter sent me shit, bro. I thought it was a real. I watched her podcast, sir. I actually watched her podcast.
No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
I did it.
What's that shit called?
Bro, what you mean? Her friend was fine. You see,
yo, her friend is bad as hell. She's stupid. Hell, Valkyrie's dumb hot too.
That's what I'm saying. My friend, I'm watching it. I didn't even know.
But you don't be paying attention, nigga. You be looking at the bitches, brother. Be honest,
bro.
What was the last thing they talked about?
They was doing it. Her friend is moving away, so they can't do the show anymore. So they had to cancel. That was the last thing she talked about.
Oh, well, damn.
Whole thing down. Speaking of breaking the whole thing down, I did not expect this. Bunny Blue has been permanently banned on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
To get permanent, how do you get permanently banned?
She was gonna do some bestiality shit allegedly.
Yeah, 100 niggas wasn't enough. She I gotta talk about that.
She was heading to the petting zoo allegedly.
Yo, if you do like what in a glass box, the fact that they banned you before you even started doing this because they thought you was gonna do some shit.
They were like, "Damn, this bitch might do some bestiality on the live stream, brother. We gotta stop."
It wasn't even a ban to one or two. They burned like, bitch, you gotta get off my site.
She just gonna go to fucking Fansly or something.
You think they?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if they're gonna ban her across the board. I mean, because there's always been alternatives. There's niggas. That's why fucking Steak fucking started fucking Kick. You know what I mean? Fansly's always been trying to fucking get up over OnlyFans. This might be their chance.
By letting this
look, if she goes out to international waters and does it, there's no laws, brother. She's not doing anything illegal.
Where she gonna meet
No, she gets one of these rich dudes to loan her a yacht. They load the petting zoo onto the yacht. They goddamn send that motherfucker out in the international waters, and hopefully they make a lot of money.
When do you stop upping yourself, though? When does that stop?
I think when you feel like you have enough money.
But I've noticed people don't never feel like they have enough money though.
Exactly. There's
Like,
your
I
answer,
did
brother.
100 dudes in.
There's your answer, brother.
I did 100 dudes in 24 hours. How can I top it? All right, bro. Just chill.
And then there was the bitch that did fucking that many fucking hundreds of dudes in fucking 6 hours or some shit like that.
Didn't she get like sick?
Yeah, she had to go to the hospital.
When is it enough? When do we stop? When does the content drive stop? Listen, it's only
I
so
don't know when niggas stop paying.
Listen. It's only so much I can do before I be like, yo.
Look, as long as there are freaky frogs, there's gonna be people out there trying to get the money out of their freaky
Is
frog wallets.
Is she at least like top, like 100, at least top 25 most popular?
I don't know, but I know she's definitely in that top 0.0 percentile.
Oh yeah, she 100% in it. But I was like, is she in the top 25? Because you
up
ain't in the top 25 and you just doing this shit, and you not in the top.
Yo,
25.
but we hold on. We ain't gonna act like it's just the top 25 making exorbitant amounts of money.
No,
It's just the top 25.
Listen,
You got to think the top 25. There was a time when Belle Delphine's. I might think about this. There was a time where Belle Delphine was making fucking 7 figures a month on OnlyFans, yo.
Listen, if you gonna get in a glass cage,
listen. But I'm saying Belle Delphine. I don't think she was in the top 20, and she was making 7 figures a month.
I thought she was in the top 20 though.
No, I don't think so.
She was actively doing it.
I mean, she be taking breaks now. She takes.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
actively doing
at her height. She was definitely in the fucking. But I mean, I'm saying she's making them 7 figures, not being in the top 20.
But at the same time, listen, if you get you got a gorilla in a glass cage and he pounding you, you got to be in the top 25 or it ain't worth it.
Yeah, if she was actually gonna let a gorilla bust her ass, yo, I was trying to think of a fucking PC way to say getting fucking her back blown out, but it just wasn't going. Yeah, if she was actually gonna let a gorilla fucking bust her down, I mean.
You gotta be the top. Like it ain't worth it if you not.
But either way, no. I mean, if she probably was just thinking about the subscriber count. Think if she did that, she might have an 8-figure month, yo. Think about that.
But if
an 8-figure month, an 8-figure month for a person, not a corporate. There are corporations that aren't having fucking 8-figure months, brother.
Afro, but if she succeed and the gorilla let his guard down. 100 men can beat the gorilla.
100 men would beat the gorilla in the end. I do believe, yo. I think the gorilla would. Gorillas don't have fucking unlimited stamina, and they aren't as smart as we are.
You know what I'm saying? Once the gorilla busts down Bunny Blue and Lily.
Oh, you're saying we catch it? We catch him when he's on the post-nut breather.
Yeah,
and we just jump that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, yo. What if he's one of them niggas that gets off and then has to go work out? You know what I mean? My nigga busting that and then he's just like supercharged.
We picked the wrong gorilla to mess with.
Yeah, I was gonna say, motherfucker gets done with Bonnie Blue and then fucking decides he's fucking reaming some of the fucking 100 men's asses too. I don't think fucking goddamn gorillas have sexual orientation, brother. I really don't.
It just stay hard and just start.
I think that it could end up horrible. I think it could end up really bad now that we're thinking about it.
All right, we're not sitting in Bunny Blue. Or we decided not to. We will not. If you enjoyed this wild conversation from AI Diddy to Fighting Naked Man to Bunny Blue, all in the first 20 minutes of this show, I hope you like and subscribe.
Hit the notification bell.
Listen, please.
Every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, folks. We're here talking crazy.
Listen, y'all. After these, come and say y'all owe us a sub, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of, how far will you go for a joke, Afro? Let's see. Hold on, let's change this a little bit. I don't like the way they look. There you go. How far will you go for a joke?
Kids you have?
I have 3.
You have 3. So obviously I have 7.
Damn. I gotta teach you some pull-out game, bro. Big boy. You like that gooey boy. You getting that gooey. You cream pie. I'ma call you cream pie.
Is that where the joke stopped? Should the joke stop there? Afro? Do you think?
No.
Oh, so you got to commit.
No, no. It goes for as long as everyone's laughing.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if it can keep going.
So, my
You'd
question
like to
is,
see it spill out.
Still laughing.
I'm not laughing, but check you.
No. I mean, they're still laughing. It goes for as long as the room's laughing is how long it's funny. At least that's how I measure it.
Bro. That man spit on his shirt.
He didn't spit on nobody else.
Did it and made it okay to be a little freaky now?
Yo,
okay.
Was he being freaky? That nigga was being funny about freaky stuff. Come on,
he called that man cream pie and then
calling Shaq cream pie is diabolical.
It's you like that.
But I mean, that nigga got 7 kids, so it is a fact he was serving up the cream pies.
And then he like that gooey and then spit on it.
Yo, the gooey is hilarious. That's funny shit. What are you talking about?
Listen,
it's just because listen, folks. You gotta remember, Zelmay part of the church. That nigga got different sensibilities. That nigga still look. Zelmay's still fighting off the chains of homophobia. He was like, nigga, you talking too much about niggas fucking. That's kind of gay.
What? Hey, by the way, that is wild spit on your chest, bro.
See,
I'm just saying, bro.
Made you uncomfortable, huh? Talking about the quirrs.
Neither one of them is queer. I guess not. I don't think they are.
No. I guess I'm just saying that the innuendo that's there with that fucking, for some reason, whenever two dudes talk about sex, it's construed as homosexual in most circumstances.
We got some more content because we're talking about Elon Musk and Trump. This week, Elon Musk has basically apologized in his own way, I guess. So let's hear what some of the comments since our last show have been about Elon Musk.
Trump messy gay breakup. Happy Pride Month! Let me catch you up. 2 days ago, Elon Musk calls Trump's budget bill a disgusting abomination. Trump says, okay, well, the easiest way to save money in our budget then, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Elon said, hold my beer. He said, Donald Trump, you're gonna cancel my contracts? You're in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they've not been made public. Trump was not a fan of this tweet, so Steve Bannon said Elon should be deported, and then Elon calls for Trump to be impeached. And then Kanye West decided he needed to be involved and tweeted, bros, please no, hug emoji, we love you both so much. And then AOC went on the news to say the girls are fighting, aren't they? Long story short, I have 129 tweets to read you, okay? Lock in, we're gonna have a night. I think taking a trip together on one of these would give them the time and space they need to process and move forward. Gentlemen, please, this is not—
All right, we're not finna listen to your tweets. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not finna, yeah. But yeah, they were breaking up.
No hate, but we get the joke. We said that last week. Shout out to Moonbeam for calling it. It did seem like a sassy fight. But here's some more information, allegedly. I don't know if it's true. That all was true, by the way. They tweeted all that. Elon did apologize somewhat. Yeah. He said he regrets after Trump probably bullied. But let's see why somebody, or these rumors are being made. Allegedly, we don't know if he's true. I don't even know this man, but he's going to tell us information.
Catch this motherfucking tea. We're just now learning that Elon Musk got his ass beat in the motherfucking White House. According to the Washington Post, the Treasury Secretary punched Elon Musk. Talks about the fact that Elon Musk and this man right here, who's the Treasury Secretary, his name is Scott Bessent, had tensions that devolved into blows in an altercation. Elon Musk and Scott Bessent went into the Oval Office to make their respective cases about who should be the acting IRS commissioner. Trump ended up taking Scott Bessent's choice. Elon then got mad as fuck. They both got into the hallway and they started exchanging insults. Scott Bessent brought up Elon Musk's claim saying that, oh, you said you were going to uncover $1 trillion in waste, fraud, and abuse, and bitch, you haven't done shit. Scott then said, you're a motherfucking fraud, a total fraud. Apparently, Elon Musk then rammed his shoulder into Scott Bessent's ribcage like a rugby player, and that's when Scott Bessent hit his ass back. Trump then heard about it and said, "This is too much." What's even funnier about it is that Donald Trump knows about that fucking fight, and Trump said Elon Musk will face very serious consequences if he funds Democratic candidates. Basically saying, bitch, I may cancel your government contracts, but there's also more motherfucking whoop ass where that motherfucking shit came from.
How do you feel about if Elon got his ass whooped?
Yo, if Elon got beat up in the White House, and now Trump's like, if you dare fund a Democrat candidate, I'm gonna smack you again. That's hilarious. You know me. I don't have any empathy for billionaires. None whatsoever. Fucking Elon getting beat up in the White House is hilarious. I hope it's true. I hope that old Scotty boy fucking put the beats on him. Because that seems like some white South African shit to do. This nigga tried to rugby tackle him and then got the piece up from an American.
Listen,
you know, in America, we be punching shit. We be punching shit down here in America, and we'll shoot you.
Elon, I ain't gonna lie. You look soft as hell if you
You do. You look like a hoe. You got beat up by a nigga like Scott. Scott does not look imposing.
He beat you up. You went home. They fired you, basically. Said he done.
And then you apologized, brother.
Yeah, that's the ending, though. Then you diss him.
Hold on. Was this allegedly before the tweets?
He was still in the office for his last day when that picture was taken.
Wait, okay. So this is alleged.
He had the black hat on. Yeah.
This is supposed. So this was the cause of the tweets.
That we are assuming. So then he dropped the bill, and then that happened. Allegedly. Allegedly. But then he went on his tirade. Trump threatened him. They made a call. He apologized. You look soft as hell, my boy.
Yeah.
No hate to you.
You got to see, and I was hyping up Elon. So like, you got money, yo. You can tell these fucking politicians to suck your dick from the back, brother. You got bread, but apparently fucking niggas kind of scary. I'll tell you what, nigga, you give me $1 billion, I ain't scared of a fucking thing.
Scott ain't gonna if you got $1 million. If you got $1 million.
And that nigga got hundreds of billions. That nigga got hundreds of billions. And he out here fucking copping pleas to an orange nigga. To an orange nigga and a nigga named Scott.
Scott.
You got beat up by a nigga named Scott, Elon. What kind of African are you?
Not only did you get beat up, he chose his side. You think
Damn, yeah. I was gonna say that's what got you beat up. You got mad that your boyfriend picked the fucking other dude's side, and then the other dude beat your ass. That's crazy.
Then you cried about it. And then
then you got on Twitter and had a fucking hissy fit. Nigga, you's a whole hoe.
And then he said them government funds going away. And then you said,
damn, yeah, I was gonna say, then that nigga took away your fucking allowance. You're a billionaire. The fuck you need a government allowance for?
Elon.
That's a bad look, yo. That's a bad look if it's true. If that's true, that's a horrible look. I'm not going.
Bro, your South African little grok post don't even look the same no more, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. If that really happened, Elon got to get it back in blood. You got to catch Scott when he leaving. You got to catch Scott when he leaving work, brother, and beat his ass in the parking lot.
Yep.
No, y'all did that shit in the hallway of the Oval Office. You got to catch that. You got to catch that nigga fucking in catering. You got to catch that nigga in the lunchroom. You got to get it back in blood, though. No rugby tackle. You got to beat Scott's ass, Elon. Or you got to pay somebody to do that shit.
In GTA.
Allegedly, this is what you should do.
In IRL GTA.
If you got beat up in the White House and then had a hissy fit on Twitter, you need to spin the block.
And the GTA RDC made up.
Yeah, you gotta get your get back, kid.
What I say in the GTA, the RDC made up. That game look real as hell.
I'm just saying. Look for your pride, brother. You gotta fuck. I can't take no ass whooping and then cry about it afterwards.
And then once you cry about it,
if I got my ass whooped, I'm gonna own it because I done took a few ass whoopings in my life. I done had some niggas kick the shit out of your boy, something horrible.
And then go online and then they be like, I'll make shit. Hey, bro, you good?
But if it was bad enough, I spin the fucking block, yo. You beat my ass bad enough, I'm coming back and hitting you with something. It's 2025. You might get shot now. Fuck yeah.
GTA RDC stuff.
We was busting the niggas back in the day. What you think we ain't doing it now in GTA?
San Andreas.
GTA 4, yo. Lost in the Damned, brother.
We got other news that we talking about today again. What is this?
One of these days I'm gonna look up the statute of limitations on shit, and then I'm gonna see what crimes that I've committed that I can talk about allegedly.
What did you commit at 13?
Bruh, I can't low key, and I am past the statute of limitations. I know for sure. I was low key an arsonist at the age of like 8.
What you doing at 8?
I was purposely setting the fucking apartment complex dumpsters on fire systematically, one after another. It was fucked up. They never found out it was me either.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's at least 25 years. So.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. The statute of limitations, no one was hurt or anything. Obviously, I got caught for one though. Or no, I don't know. I don't think I ever did get caught for it. No, I did. I did get caught. I did get caught for one of them because my parents had to pay for that shit. I do believe, but
they had to pay. So you had no consequences, but they had to pay for it.
Yeah, and that shit was like damn near $1,000 because there was one of them big ass fucking waste management dumpsters.
This in the 90s too. Holy shit.
Yeah, so that shit was like $600-$700 probably. So it might have been more. I don't know, but that shit was fucking. But hell, they only paid for one, and I guarantee you, I burnt more than
that. Let's listen to Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner's.
Kids in the hood were bad, yo.
You got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
Shout out to the BT Award.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and things changing. Right. Honestly, it's I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world. And I have no shame in that. That's why I'm here. BET Awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself.
Yeah,
we got.
How do you feel about this pipeline from religious to
Yo, I do want to say that some people, Islam's done a lot for some people. I know some niggas who for real got with the program and got with the nation and fucking turned their lives around.
I feel that.
But the same can be said about Christianity though too. But for every person that it does good for, there's always somebody that you're like, oh shit, you've took it too far, or you're just abusing.
Married for 52 days don't seem like a real. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, screw it.
Is it
no offense?
Legally married?
No,
or him and Drika not married.
I don't even know. That situation weird. I don't know. I think. Listen, no offense on this. You get married 52 days. I feel like not even. I feel like that's a stunt. That's you doing this for a stunt, bro. You fucking nobody. 52 days.
Kevin Gates got a threesome with Brittany Renner and Drika Gates, though, yo. Shout out to that nigga.
I don't know, but that's weird to me. 52 days, dog, bro. Y'all even
bro. I know motherfuckers who were married for a week.
That shit wasn't real either. That shit was for fun to say you got married.
No, but I'm saying fucking some people get married and fucking that shit, just the weight of the government fucking in your relationship is too much. And I don't even mean that in the sense but I mean just that sense of fucking commitment is too much for some people.
Bro, then it's pretty
but you gotta think that's why they have annulment. That's why they have annulments to begin with. If you're not married for more than this time, you can get it annulled. then you don't have to go through a divorce. That's the whole point in that shit. It happens all the time.
Listen, I believe y'all doing it for attention. Y'all doing this shit for attention. Hell no, y'all doing this for attention. You know, hell.
Why so cynical, bro? Can't people
Bro,
make
ain't
mistakes?
nobody out here, bro. I got married. I realized I don't like him. Y'all been together for 52 days before this. You didn't like him,
bro. I think you're having a very cynical.
I'm coming out. It was him trying to roll out.
Who pissed you off this week, sir? You had a rough week.
He had an album roll out. He needed to get out. He had an album that came out during this same period.
Yo, the cynical fence sitter is diabolical.
Bro, every OnlyFans girl, she not OnlyFans
People
girl.
make mistakes.
I'm all for a situation. I'm all for situations.
It doesn't have to be real. I hate that in this day and age we think that everything has to be a publicity stunt.
Cause it is. We're in the era of social media.
I know. I just think, listen, that's a very sad way to look at everything.
We're in the era of social media, though.
Where people, you gotta think, annulments have been a thing for fucking hundreds of years.
It's not even annulment. This is a divorce.
Well, are they? Well, I don't know.
You don't say divorce. This is now you have to be.
Well, that's because they were married longer than 30 days.
She announced this at the BET Award.
No, I know that. No, but I'm saying annulments are only within 30 days. Since they were married for more than 30 days, they'd have to get a divorce.
Afro.
Hopefully there was a prenup.
Afro. She announced this at the BET Award.
The nigga asked about it, didn't he?
He asked about Kevin Gates. You could have told everybody before. Listen, she knew this was gonna be it.
Yeah.
We done did interview.
That just seems like regular people shit to me, yo.
These not regular people. That's my point.
I know, but I'm saying that seems like regular nigga shit. I know they're not, but I'm saying that is.
This man was flirting with Bobby Altoff during this period.
Nigga flirts with everybody.
That's the point. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that nigga was flirting with fucking Jason Presley or whatever his name is from Barstool that does the interviews.
What I'm saying, bro, come on. By the way, I want to get off Brittany Renner because I don't want to put her in this category, even though she might fit. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. But what about the OnlyFans girls to like pure Christian? I hate everybody. How you feel about it? Because it seems like a thing now.
Hold on, what more time? What?
The OnlyFans drop off when you fall off on your content.
Oh, then you turn to religion. You try to reaffirm your faith and values and whatnot. That shit, I don't know.
I'm not. By the way, not talking about Brittany Renner. I just noticed.
I've been a godless scumbag for so long. I don't know, brother. Yeah, I've had the highs and lows, and nothing's made me turn to the Lord.
I'm telling you, it seems like they don't get talked about enough, and then they just come back on 50 of the Red Pill podcast. They always on the Red Pill podcast too.
Well, the Christian community, they love a good face, brother. They could be doing it for the marketing.
And then they be like,
always look to expand your viewer base. You know that.
Get rid of why haven't you deleted your OnlyFans? All the subs have to be gone, so don't sub to my channel with no more on my Twitter or my old name under.
Well, that's obviously a marketing play.
You know what I'm saying? Don't sub to it. I'm on the Red Pill podcast. Every girl who goes on the Red Pill podcast.
Religion is some of the best marketing in all of existence, yo. That's all religion is marketing. Literally.
Bro.
Why not use it for that? I'm not against that.
Bro, if you ask women why they go on the Red Pill podcast to get yelled
Listen,
at, they're like,
can't
go up 25.
Right now, if you told me, hey, if you take the time, yo, and start going to church every Sunday and documenting it, we can make some millions. I'ma fucking do it, brother.
Scumbag.
I'm headed to the fucking chapel. Let me tell you.
He got the mic on the pick. He going to church. Scumbag in church series.
I'm gonna come back, have a haircut, my beard trimmed. I'm gonna wear a fucking vest and button up.
100 donations. 100 donations.
100. Lock the doors. Lock the fucking doors.
And this coming from a Christian. I just don't like the way y'all use Christianity. I hate that.
Yo, Christian, but look, am I wrong to say that fucking, and not just Christianity, I think all religion is marketing. Am I wrong in that assumption?
So it's easy to, a lot of people,
you know what I mean? I feel
it's
like
the easiest thing for a pimp.
I feel like that's a simple comparison to make. You know what I mean?
People often say when a pimp loses his thing, he just becomes a preacher.
Yeah.
People are like, why you say that? Because religious
when you
people
lose one, look, when you lose one flock, you gain another, brother.
Because they have what in Christianity, the one thing you do is downtrodden people. You usually look for a form of religion.
Yeah, the underserved masses will always look for hope.
So a person
if you can supply hope, you can supply faith.
It's probably the easiest trick you can get to. And
hope and faith go hand in hand.
Who believes in this, by the way?
What you say?
I have called out so many times because I know they are just using this for money. They live in the area.
I'm okay with them just using it for money, though.
Listen, I know pastors right now who live
in they're mega churches
areas.
raking fucking billions, brother. I'm not. Look, they're just doing what everybody else is doing.
My biggest problem with the call out I've always had is the same call out. How are you living great, but your flock is living well below their mean? That is crazy to me. You don't,
and still kicking you a percentage of their fucking monthly wages.
And then the nerve, bro. They told me that. I said, I almost cussed.
Yo, when I found out niggas was paying tithes and then still fucking dropping off in the donation plate, I was like, oh, this shit is a fucking money laundering front, brother.
Bro, I almost yelled at a pastor to his face when he told me you paid tithes, and then he came out there and be like, I need $100 from every person in this building.
Hey, you need to suck my dick from the back 2 times.
120 people in this building right now. I need $100 for my phone bill. What? That was in Gulfport, Mississippi. For your phone bill? Yeah, my brother walked straight up.
Yeah, that's
what
crazy.
What phone bill do you have that 120 people have to give you? And why did you count this many people? You write down your name on a list and they tell him how many people.
That nigga was gonna say it's a phone bill for the church. For the church and for all the cell phones that the deacons and the first lady have.
How much is if 120 people gave him $100? How much money would it be?
120 people gave him $100.
He included babies too.
That's $10,000. That's $12,000
for a phone bill.
Yeah.
he had the nerve.
That nigga might have Verizon, brother. He might have Verizon.
After he had the nerve to say the 120 count the babies too, the parent got to pay for the babies. Almost got
that shit. And niggas wonder why I don't fuck with religion like that.
I got mad.
Y'all niggas out here getting fleeced.
We got some more content at the BET Awards.
How you doing? You good?
Do y'all know each other?
Yeah, I just met him backstage.
Okay,
yeah.
Hi.
What's going on? Yeah.
Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
For people that don't know what that was Kai Cenat, second time beating Kendrick Lamar. He spoke to him. He did not speak to Drewski, which people found funny. But Drewski said pick a side. Drewski said pick a side and stay on it. So Kendrick like, yo, you didn't. Also news from the BET Awards. Angel Reese won, whereas Clarissa Shields had a problem. Still don't know how I didn't win the Sportswoman of the Year for the BET Awards, but congrats to Angel Reese and the other nominees. I just thought accolades matter. You got a Miss Shields, but Reese has accolades too. Yes, she does, but who has more accolades? More success in their field? Please use Google before responding.
That part. Do your research, folks.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what happened to BET Award.
Well, BET's owned by white people. That's what
happened. What's the name? Didn't buy it back?
Oh, did they?
I don't know. I ain't watching it so long.
I was gonna say I honestly don't know. I hopefully they did. But last I heard, BET was owned by white people. So
Is it
give
still
us a
by
quick fact
Viacom?
check. Give the fact check, man. Get on it.
Yep, it is owned by Paramount, which is a white man.
Yep, I told you. I'm pretty sure it's owned by white folks. That's what happened.
Which leads to also Jamie Foxx talking about treat black awards like we treat the Oscars. I'm like, they're still white people awards. He just put
I
black.
was gonna tell you. That's what I thought. I was gonna say, fucking BET's owned by the white man, yo.
BT used to be
It's never good. It's
fire
never
when it
good.
was owned by black people.
Yeah, it was really good.
They
We
had
had 106 in Park. We had
Rap
fucking.
Underground. We had
We had
Girlfriend.
fucking The Basement, yo.
Yeah, we had regular TV shows that people wanted to watch.
Yeah, fucking Martin. Fucking goddamn. What? I can't. I really just watch BET for music. I'm not gonna lie, yo. BET After Dark was a nigga shit. They used to show Put 'Em on the Glass, yo. Sir Mix-a-Lot, the follow up to Baby Got Back. It's the song about titties. It's called Put 'Em on the Glass, yo.
I ain't gonna lie.
They used to show the uncensored version on fucking BET After Dark, so you'd actually get to see like 2 seconds of this chick's nipples on the glass.
Tip drill.
I was like, oh yeah, tip drill. Yeah.
Tip drill. That's the one. That's
Tip
one.
drill.
I remember.
Diabolical.
That's the one I remember from childhood. 99, 2000s. I remember. Yo, BT.
Yep.
You had to put it on low so your mom.
Put them on the glasses a little bit before that. I think put them on the glasses like 97, 98. So I was like 5 or 6.
I never watched MTV though, but people liked them. My brother liked.
No, I did. Because I used to watch Celebrity Deathmatch and shit.
I watched that, but I was talking about the Daily Show.
Oh, I loved it. You didn't watch TLC or not TLC? Fucking.
I did not watch TLC.
What is it?
What's
TRL? TRL. Total Request. You didn't watch TRL? Total Request Live, brother.
I did not.
I used to watch that shit. That's what got me into fucking Linkin Park, yo. R.I.P. Chester. Fucking MTV introduced me to a lot of where my family introduced me to my love of hip hop, because a nigga grew up in hip hop and R&B. My parents were both, well, my dad's dead, but my parents were both in their 60s. So I listened to a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire and fucking Al Green and fucking shit like that. And then on top of that, I also had fucking my older siblings, so I listened to a lot of fucking Wu-Tang Clan growing up. But MTV and my mother, being white, she introduced me to the beauty of music of all different genres, except for country. I don't fuck with that shit.
I actually like country, but I knew
I can't do it. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. It just doesn't jive with me.
Somebody asked me a question. When did you know? What's your first hip hop song or R&B song? Like, I don't know.
I do. I remember the first ever, because the first ever rap song. Well, I'm saying, I remember the first ever rap song I ever heard, because I'll never forget that shit. Fucking, because it's the only song that it's the first song I ever remember hearing, and it's fucking goddamn, it's Cream off of fucking 36 Chambers. It's the first song I ever remember hearing as a child. And fucking, I mean, the end of 36 Chambers came out the year I was born. So, I mean, and I'm sure it was later when I first heard the song, but it's the first ever song that I remember hearing. So, that's why it's easy for me to remember the first rap song I ever heard, because it's literally the first song I ever remember hearing. Obviously, I probably heard other songs before that. It's just the first one that I can remember.
Oh, I can't tell you. Listen, all I did was hear music every day of my life.
Cats rules everything around me. It's the first song that I ever remember hearing.
I don't remember, because every day I heard music. My uncle dancing and talking about he the big rooster.
I was just saying, my dad used to bump music while he was cooking. Fucking, my mom would turn on.
Otis Redding, nephew. That's Otis Redding. I'm the big rooster.
No, the big bruh. It used to be fucking Marvin Gaye, yo. My dad would literally, what you little niggas know about that? This is what you're gonna need for them bitches when you get older. Let me tell you. And unfortunately, Dad, R.I.P. But I've yet to fucking bang a bitch out to some Marvin Gaye. Unfortunately.
What about the Jamie Foxx Marvin Gaye? Marvin Gaye.
Oh, actually, yeah, to that Marvin Gaye I have, but like to actual Marvin Gaye I have not.
Now you say that, I think.
But my dad used to swear up and down. He was like, "This is how you gonna get bitches, yo." He used to swear by that shit. And I mean,
I know
look,
Luther Vandross song. What Marvin
Luther,
Gaye
Luther
song?
too, yo. My mom that dance with my. Luther Vandross, the nigga that sings "Dance with My Father" again,
That
right?
song very sad. It always
It's so fucking sad, yo. My mom used to listen to that shit while she was cleaning. I'm like, God damn, is it that? That's traumatic.
It is. It's like I miss my father. Like you sort of start crying.
And my mom's white, so I'd be listening to. She'd be listening to that, and then it'd be followed up by like some fucking, goddamn, some Poison or fucking goddamn Rod Stewart, Big Rod. I listened to a lot of fucking Rod Stewart growing up. That was a freaky ass boy, yo. Rod Stewart, freaky as hell. He was creeping on the older bitches, yo. Nigga was sneaking off from college to fuck on his mom's friends. Rod Stewart was a freaky ass nigga. Maggie, I got something to tell you. Yo, also, a lot of Grateful Dead, yo. Goddamn. I love the Grateful Dead. Casey Jones, yo, driving that train high on cocaine. Come on.
What song
If
could you?
If you ain't never heard Casey Jones by fucking the Grateful Dead, folks, go listen to that song. It's low key the soundtrack to your boy's life. It was definitely like a soundtrack to my adolescent years, my early teenage years. That nigga thought that he was Lord Hippie Supreme, doing all the psychedelics he could get his hands on, and listening to the great.
You did bring up something interesting. I'm like, what song would you to Marvin Gaye?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
I even know Otis Redding song, maybe, but Marvin?
Yeah, niggas. But niggas always just that. Well, I don't know what it is. Old niggas swear by it. They're like, yo.
I'm like, no.
Marvin dropped the panties. Marvin was a panty dropper. And I was like, that nigga be singing about some sad shit. You getting sad pussy? The fuck you getting sad pussy for?
I'm like,
me personally, I look like energetic, maybe even a little angry at times. I've definitely banged a bitch out to some heavy metal, yo. I fucked to a Slipknot mixtape before, brother.
Maybe Sexual Healing, maybe.
Oh yeah, Sexual Healing, but that's it.
Let's get it on. No. I like the
song.
song.
Because the old head's gonna flame us in the comments. They're gonna listen here, young boy.
What's going on? Nope. Hell no. I heard it through the grapevine. Hell no.
I heard it through the grapevine. That's a song about cheating, ain't it?
Yeah. Ain't no mountain high enough. Nope. Bro.
I don't know. Niggas might fuck Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
That's crazy.
No, because it's a song about love. It's a song about getting back to the one you love.
All right. Man, we're going to try it. We're going to play this.
That sounded gay as hell, nigga. That sounded gay as hell.
Not together.
Damn, somebody trying to listen to Marvin Gaye with me. Y'all niggas hear that shit? That's crazy. I ain't know you was sliding like that, Zell, man. You really is a freaky ass boy.
What's wrong with you?
I'm flattered, sir. I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm flattered, brother. I am. Look, I even put my pinky up. That made me feel fancy.
This is more trouble, man. I want you. You're all I need to get by.
See, but as you're reading the titles, them sound like songs you be fucking to. So maybe Marvin.
No, that's my point.
No, maybe Marvin did have the clap tracks, yo.
They too slow, bro. They too slow.
No, but I'm saying that's how they look. Them niggas was trying not to be 2-minute men, so the slow grind was where it was at, yo. They had to build up. That was pussy eating music, yo. Those were fellatio tunes, brother.
Fellatio tunes, brother. That might
be fellatio. I don't know why the brothers have been hitting lately, though. No Diddy. I've been on a big brother kick.
I seen old boy from the SZA movie been saying brother too. You're a
criminal,
brother.
Hey, brother.
It's in the LA.
Yo, you see the nigga in the LA that shot?
I did.
He lost one of his testicles.
We're gonna show that to him as well.
Bro.
They're looting.
I forgot that I be forgetting. I be shit because I share shit as I'm just regular scrolling through fucking Twitter is when I send shit to the group chat. So I be forgetting that fucking you know exactly what I'm looking at on Twitter when I'm looking at it.
This time might be copyright. We ain't even read.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you might want to mute that music because we'll get copyright.
This is AI also making wild Gavin Newsom
the riot video.
Trump.
Yeah, it's an ASAP Ferg track in the background, so we're not trying to get copyright claimed. I just wanted you guys to see the AI. I don't really care about the song. This shit's getting too good.
What?
AOC, that's what I was like. AOC naked with bread in a grocery cart in a store is crazy. Donald Trump walking with the tanks. Bruh. I told you this video is diabolical.
What is this?
Is that Kanye West?
This is Kanye. What is going on?
I told you.
Oh, I don't know who we can, but it's fine. That was not real.
Yeah, I was gonna say be careful.
That was not real. You too. This is AI generated. You can put it on AI generated tab now. Yes, AI generation is in this video. I just want you to know. Obama actually did wear that one day. Blowing in Trump.
Yo, playing ASAP Ferg in the back of this is diabolical. Yo, Obama's hilarious. Yo, the Pitbull chariot is low key fire, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's what the final boss of the hood. That is what the final boss of the hood pulls up on you in a chariot pulled by fucking giant pit bulls.
And we have one last one from the riots. Let's hear what he got to say.
Surgery is tomorrow. I shot me in the nuts, and now I'm losing a ball. Surgery is tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fucking gnarly, brother.
African, how do you feel?
I feel like, bruh, it's fucked up because listen, people don't riot for no reason. Okay, that's not a thing. All right. People don't come together against a common cause that they feel is unjust and assemble in the streets for no reason. There's always a reason. Is it sometimes a stupid reason? Yes, but there's always a reason. What there isn't a reason to do is to use the U.S. government against U.S. citizens. There's not a fucking reason to do that. There's no reason for the fucking National Guard to have been called in. And the fact that it's a very conflicting thing because at the same time, I understand why the protests are going on, why these people feel that ICE is out of hand. At the same time, I'm also a realist, and we have to acknowledge that there is an immigration issue in America. That's a fact. You know what I mean? I'm not saying one way or another. I got way too many fucking Hispanic homeboys fucking. That sounds like a cop out, but I'm just saying we have to acknowledge.
I got black friends thing. You know?
Yeah, I definitely did. No, and I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying that to preface that fucking that you can have all of these things, but we have to admit when there is a problem. Is it being handled well with ICE and everything? No, I don't believe for a second that's the way that we should be handling this. Fucking America has always been an asylum state. You know what I mean? A place where fucking send us you're tired, you're hungry, you're poor. You know what I mean? That's what this fucking country was built on.
Very true.
I don't know. It's very sad when like. And as a person who I've been to my fair share of protests, maybe you might have even participated in some fucking illicit activities at some point in time. Fucking COVID was wild, folks. But there's still no reason, man. I feel bad for this guy. He seems to be taking it in stride. Yo, what can you do? He gotta have a crazy ass story. Hopefully he's already got kids.
That's true. Hopefully you do. Hopefully the one still works. But
yeah, I was gonna say, or hopefully just the one that's still kosher.
My problem
there's plenty of people out there with one ball still having kids.
If we talk about the immigration problem, my problem is they don't. I feel like,
and I'm always interested in your perspective on it because you live in Texas now. I don't want to dox it, but you do live in Texas, and it is historically one of the few places that have had some of the biggest problems with immigration and some of the toughest stands. Have there been any protests in this recent while we're seeing the ICE raids in California? Because I was talking to Cam about it yesterday, and he said that there were some protests in Philly as well.
I don't think there has been in my area.
That doesn't surprise me. Texas is they know what they're doing. Texas is very pro-ICE, if we're going to be, and maybe with good reason. Because, like I said, there aren't too many people
I just want to make sure there was one yesterday.
Okay,
I figure all again basically peaceful, even though the governor has had.
There was one in Indianapolis. There wasn't one here
there were 5,000 people marching, and the governor had the National Guard on standby, but they weren't called.
See, they actually deployed. That's the problem. They actually deployed them in California.
They deployed them here.
When you got 93,000 angry people, though, I don't know if there were really that many people there. But I saw one tweet that was a dude that was like, "I may not know who if one gorilla could take 100 men, but we're about to find out if fucking 93,000 fucking Californians can take on Trump's National Guard." And I was like, "Oh Lord."
It's crazy. But like I said, listen, this country has a problem with immigration, and the problem is that the government use it as a political ploy instead of fix it.
They use it as a vote getter, yo.
Like they don't even attempt to fix it.
It's just a good issue to run on, yo.
They don't even attempt to fix it. They don't even put in a bill. It's like when with George Floyd, Democrats didn't even put in a bill. They used it to go win on, and then didn't even make a bill. Like we're gonna make that George Floyd bill. And we ain't never seen that bill ever in our life. We didn't even get a attempt.
No, will we?
But we got one last story before we get out of here.
Sounded good.
We do well. Let's do them together. First off, let's talk about this story. I don't know if I want to see how graphic it is. We're gonna change it, then we're gonna go back to this story. But this is what Afro Coming was talking about earlier. Ramesh, I can't say his first name. Seated in 11A was the only survivor.
I think it's Vishwan Ramesh. Yeah, that's his name.
Survivor in the Arab India Boeing 787 crash today. He had
the only man to survive that crash.
As you can see, he had a rough thing. So thank God.
There's a picture of him in the hospital. You can see he had fucking pressure damage from fucking where the plane, when it ripped through and depressurized, fucking it fucked his eyes up and like literally caused the skin around his eyes to burst. So he's got like crazy fucking, but he's got to be. I mean, I don't. Yo, I'm not sure how many people were on the plane. I think they said he was in seat 11A, but the only person to survive the plane crash.
Yeah. And then we had that
nigga was lucky as hell.
We had another heartwarming story that's kind of beside he went to jail. A Florida man, shout out to a Florida man. We know how they are. Faced up to 30 years in prison after impersonating.
I sent this because before I knew Ebony wasn't going to be here, I was, of course, she's our resident Floridian correspondent.
Ebony might know this person. Impersonating flight crew to book 120 free flights.
Yo, he was getting to the bag.
It's 30 years worth, 120 plus free freight.
Yo, 30 years is harsh. I don't think you should be getting that long.
Do you think that is hard for 120 free flight? You know,
Yeah, because look, how much in the grand scheme of things, yo, how much money did he cost the airlines as opposed to what they're fucking making off of people on a daily basis? He didn't cost these people. He didn't do them no serious damage, yo. 30 years for this is fucking atrocious.
I agree with that.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
It's not like if anything, you should pay him because he's exposed how easy it could be for someone to fucking infiltrate a fucking airplane and not actually work there. If anything, they should fucking be praising this guy. He's just showed you that you have a problem with security.
Tell him.
30 years is fucking crazy.
I agree with you.
Free that guy.
Xbox. I'd say this last story, but I do want to have Afro.
You are an Xbox Negro.
Xbox's handheld has been essentially canceled to focus on next software platform. For people that don't know, I'll give y'all the rundown of what's happening with this. The official platform of Xbox, they were going to make their own handheld. They decided not to. Asus ROG Ally said, we'll make it. Y'all just put the software in it. So therefore, we got the Asus ROG Xbox handheld, which, by the way, has been praised by all the people that got it early. So shout out to that.
I don't know, yo. I feel like fucking Nintendo's just got the market on handhelds, yo. No one does.
I hate Nintendo. Fuck Nintendo.
No, I hate them too, and they hate you. They hate us. Nintendo hates the consumer.
The only company that's worse than Nintendo, Ubisoft, gaming wise.
Yeah.
Ubisoft absolutely hates it.
But I'm saying,
as
far as the handhold market goes, yo, think about it. The PSP, regardless of what people want to say, I think the PSP was a good handheld system, and then the PS Vita just missed the mark, and they didn't try again afterwards.
And that last one was not a handheld. I don't know what the.
But the PS Vita and Thought was a good idea. If it would have worked really good, and I could just play my PS4 games, fucking handheld at the time, yo, I'd have spent the fucking $300-400 for it. But it was just not. It just didn't work well. The game and the resolution was horrible. Fucking one thing we can say about Nintendo is that they've learned about the compensation for a handheld. That is that just some games are not going to look the greatest because the screen's smaller and the resolution isn't as good. And they've found a way to balance that out with their cartoonier games. But yes, they hate us. So Nintendo hates all of its fans.
Ubisoft is number one because Ubisoft tell us they hate us.
Nah, bro, Blizzard.
No, Blizzard kind of don't have the ownership no more. They kind of lost.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, Blizzard was also
even with Blizzard case. Ubisoft CEO comes out and says, "You own games and you do not own our games and you will like it. You will shut the." I'm like, what? What is this dude talking about, bro? He comes out once every 3 months to say the same thing to diss us. You gonna shut the fuck up talking about us? I'm like, why are you angry? He just comes on Twitter every 3 months to diss us.
That's diabolical when you really think about it.
Every time a big release coming, he did that for Assassin's Creed. Just come out. You do not own this game. We own this shit. We'll take this shit if you don't want. I'm like, damn.
That's why I'm always gonna be the guy that preaches buy a physical copy. But it's hard because digital is just so much easier, yo.
But Xbox has basically said Xbox is basically like, we not in no console war. We are in the Netflix of gaming era, and we will win that bit. That's what PlayStation get every game. Every game we got, PlayStation gets. Which kind of made the lawsuit that they just had against the government that they canceled finally lose, because they're like, Xbox just put every game they had basically on PlayStation now. So the argument that they gonna not put them on PlayStation is kind of mute.
Yeah.
And I think PlayStation didn't care no more once Xbox like, play anywhere. That's our goal. Hell, we trying to get Game Pass on PlayStation. Because we just want to be Netflix and gaming at this point.
I was gonna say Microsoft's always thought about that fucking, like trying to get to the bag.
And that's why the Asus ROG is not Xboxes. They just like, we are licensing the Xbox and putting our system in. As well as you see here, the Xbox can focus on this next software platform, which will make a PC version of the Xbox rather than a new Xbox. Because PC, as they said, as the CEO said, is the new wave. So the PC will be the new Xbox.
I'm still a PlayStation.
A focused Xbox, a focused gaming PC, not just a PC anything.
But you got to make it affordable though. If that's the fucking, because we ain't gonna act like a nigga. PCs are expensive.
Yeah, I pay.
You know that.
I pay for about 15. Both of mine about $2,000.
And see, and we're being honest, once you get into fucking graphics cards and processors and everything else, that's still not as much. I know, I got homeboys that have fucking $4,000 plus fucking setups.
You spend $4,000 build yourself at that point.
Yeah, no, but look, convenience.
Buy that upsell on the unless you buy that damn upsell on that 59.
And plus, you got to think, niggas was spending money on everything during fucking COVID. The stimmies were hitting. The stimmies and the unemployment checks were hitting, and niggas was spending.
It kept the economy going. I like when people don't recognize that if they didn't give the stimmies and nobody could go to work, that nobody would buy stuff, and then the economy would just
I would say
people complain about it like, oh my God, y'all gave everybody free. I'm like, okay, you told people they can't come to work, you shut down everything, and then you're gonna be like, we gotta give y'all money so y'all can spend, or the economy would absolutely collapse. Because most people don't realize
we're
that
gonna
for the
die.
economy to succeed, you have to purchase things. If you don't purchase anything, the economy can't rise because the government don't get taxes off of it. And the stores don't get taxes off of it. And the stores shut down. There's no more stores. No one can buy anything no more. Everything gets more expensive by default.
People just listen, economics it's always been so much stigma around fucking socioeconomics in general that fucking it scares people, And econ was just econ was a class in fucking high school that no one paid attention to, and then everyone passed somehow.
Y'all have a football coach? Y'all economy teacher? We did baseball coach.
It was the gym teacher. He was the wrestling coach.
That's what they do. Like history, it's history and like economics. Like I'm like, isn't that like two of the most important subjects we should know? Like history of our country and economics.
I'm pretty sure the econ teacher was a wrestling coach, not football, but he was a school.
Ours was a baseball coach, Coach Smith. Not Coach Smith, Coach.
I don't remember that nigga's name, but I'm
not gonna lie.
I was also goddamn sniffing drugs off of my desk in high school. So what can I say? I don't remember a lot. I barely made it through there,
Afro coming. Can you unsee it now?
That's crazy.
He became Triple H. He went to AEW just to become Triple H.
That's fucking diabolical.
He just went to the other company to become.
It's uncanny.
It just Triple H got grays. Is it?
Yeah.
Other than that, it's the same fucking look.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about AEW all like that, but I am interested to see what MJF does with the Hurt business. I mean, the Hurt Syndicate, the Hurt Negroes, if you will.
Hurt Negroes. All right, that's our show.
We're gonna have to get Zelmay back in on a wrestling show. Get this nigga to come on Friday night or something.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna talk to you. Nigga, I'm gonna teach you why I'm sexing you the fuck up. Nigga, this ain't. All right. The fuck is you? This consensual, nigga. I want the people to know that. Make sure you get a bigger shirt, cause I'm gonna be in that motherfucker. I ain't wearing no shirt. Cool, nigga. Better. Get to them nipples. You hear me? Yeah, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real sexual, nigga. It's gonna be real sensual, nigga. I'm gonna do it to you, nigga. I'm gonna real do it to you, nigga.
Freaky ass nigga. Why you put my picture up with it?
Africa, what can I find you? We're gonna leave this up.
Of course, you can find me at Afro Comedy 765 on all platforms. You can catch me Wednesdays on the Blurred Cartels Roundtable talking about top 10 anything. We just did top 10 Chappelle Show sketches yesterday. Check that out when it drops. It was a hilarious episode. A lot of arguing. A lot of niggas not respecting some of the greats of Dave Chappelle skits. Of course, you can catch me right here on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for casual conversations with me and Zell May, and usually the lovely Miss Moonbeam when she decides she fucks with us. She's a little under the weather, allegedly. Then Fridays, you can catch me on Friday Night You're talking wrestling. You know, we're gonna be talking about freaking Night of Champions coming up, freaking Jey Uso, and some other things. All things wrestling.
Cover athlete of WWE 2K26.
Oh. And then you can catch me Saturdays on Saturdays on fucking Make It Make Sense. You guys know the vibe, something flagrant, something inflammatory. Make It Make Sense, the podcast.
You can find me. Just follow the signs, even though they ain't even the logos no more. But you can find them somewhere. They say Overall 99. It's somewhere. It's gonna have Overall 99 Media somewhere in it. So just look for it. And you can find me at Zell May, which has Overall 99 Media in all the titles. But 99 let's go Zell May and Zell May on Twitch, which I will get back to gaming.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I done lost 5 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get in shape and look sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get to it, sir. It's summer.
They doing IRL streams out here, dog. They doing IRL streams. I said,
as I say, nigga, you live in Texas is slowly become. Yeah, Indiana is getting warm out, so it ain't nothing but gunshots and fireworks, brother.
I'm saying we might put the Scumbag in Church series out here.
Yeah,
asking the real question.
Yeah. Why do y'all think Jesus was? Why do you think Jesus was white?
That man lived in the. That man was in Palestine.
I was about to say, this man lived in the deep Middle East, brother. He definitely looked more like Osama bin Laden than Chet down the block.
He was literally, his parents is from where Palestine is right now.
Yes, I was about to say, literally the middle of the Middle East, folks.
You know what I'm saying? He went to Israel as he was escaping as an immigrant. I ain't gonna say illegal. His daddy did his paperwork, so he ain't gonna say illegal. But he was an immigrant.
Yo, have you seen the AI? Have you seen the AI Bible stories, yo? Fucking where they're turning the fucking characters from the Bibles into fucking content creators. It's hilarious, yo.
Was Solomon white? We know he wasn't. David's son was literally like, I'm black. The son got me blacker. I'm like, okay, we know what he is.
Yo, white.
I have never seen a white person turn blacker. Afro, have you ever seen a white person turn blacker?
I mean,
well, you black though. You got
I am half black. I got some cracker in me though.
They don't defeat the black.
But outside of that,
yeah, we ain't.
Well, I don't know. They do get tanner. They get tanner.
They get red.
No, some white folks tan.
They don't tan.
That's why Ric Flair got goddamn skin cancer for the 4th time.
Yeah, you can't be. They not like us.
The melanin.
Y'all ain't got that melanin. Y'all can't stay in the
sun. I got just enough melanin. I got just enough melanin to not get sunburned.
The sun ain't for you, dog. The sun for us.
You folks were meant for the cold harshes of the Caucasus Mountains.
Look at him. He don't like that. He upset. I said that. Yeah, Jason. Dr. Umar agreed. The sun for us.
The peanut butter skin baddies agreed.
Look at Joe. Joe is concerned.
Yo, putting Joe up with Dr. Umar and fucking what's his name?
All right, let's get out of here. Afro coming got something to do, and I'm going to sleep. All right, y'all know what it is. We appreciate y'all. Peace.
silky smooth, like the touch of velvet. Afro Kami's voice, you can't forget. Sultry vibes, making bodies sway. R&B in the spotlight, come what may. Midnight groove, let the music play. Afro Kami taking key.